Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is indeed an excellent day to serve an excellent God in and with the spirit of excellence. Good morning, good Friday morning, good afternoon, good midday, good all of the things. Whatever your case may be, good night, good midnight. I'm just so happy that you thought it not robbery to come and spend this time with me. Good morning on this wet morning in Louisiana, in New Orleans, at least in my part, because it could be raining in one area and across the street, it's not raining. That's just how that goes. Good morning, everybody. When you come in, please come in and say good morning. Let me know that you are here with me. Coach Sherry, Chaplain Sherry, your community pastor Sherry. Sherry from the 800 block of Mooney Avenue. And while you may see me applying makeup, please know this has nothing to do with makeup tools, tips, or techniques. I'm just doing what I'm doing while I'm talking to you, while I am trying to uh, get out of the door. And some days are better than others, but whatever it is, I declare that it is good enough. It is good enough for me. It is indeed good enough for me. So on Wednesday, on Wednesday, we talked about, and I asked the question, what if Mary had remained silent? What if Mary had remained silent, that she did not speak up for herself, her people, or her God? What if Mary would have allowed her circumstances, her culture, her environment, her culture, the rules and regulations, the empire? What if she would have remained silent? And we determined that she had much to lose. Well, that was Mary's story, and I want to take that same question this morning and ask, what is the cost of your silence? What is the cost of your silence? What if you remain silent? What is the cost of your silence? What is the cost to your bodies? What is the cost to your voices, your schedules, your relationships, your soul, your spirit? What is the cost of your silence? And you may have never even thought of it, but I want to let you know that there is a cost to your silence. There's a cost to my silence. Even when I know at the particular time, um, it may be best that I hold off of saying what I need to say, because there's the need for wisdom in all things. Silence is expensive. It is expensive. It is expensive. Silence is expensive. And you pay in one way or the other. You pay in one way or the other. Silence is not free. And many of us have paid the price of dividing ourselves, walking into spaces where um, we intentionally, or I should say consciously or unconsciously, muted ourselves just to fit in. Yeah, we've done that. You cannot say that, this code switching thing, right? We've done it. We've done it in church. We've done it in um, at home. We've done it in the community. We've done it at work. And when I say we, I am speaking specifically about Black women. We have been um, shaped and trained, as my grandmother would say, to keep our mouths, to keep our mouths, to be seen and not heard, to not let people know what you're thinking, to not show your hand, to not let the left know what the right is doing. And, in its place, that is not wrong, right? In its place. Because what my grandmother was doing was teaching me survival strategies. She was teaching me survival strategies of how to make it in this world. But even in that, silence takes something. It takes your truth. It takes your truth away from you. It takes your truth away from you because you begin to doubt your own self. You began to doubt your own self. You know it, but then being silent about it, you begin to doubt your own self. You begin to doubt what you feel when people are constantly telling you, no, that's not right. That's not right. You're not feeling this. This is actually so. What they are doing is really silencing your truth, and then you begin to say, "Well, perhaps it's not like that. Perhaps, perhaps that's not the case." Good morning, everybody. Coach Sherry here, Chaplain Sherry, your community pastor Sherry. Sherry from the 800 block of Mooney Avenue. Welcome into this space. Well, this morning I'm talking about the cost. What does it cost? What does silence cost you? Good morning, Sylvia. So glad to see you. What does your silence cost you? Silence takes away your identity. It takes away your identity because you start performing who others want you to be. Oh, wait. You tone down yourself. You're quieting down yourself because who you really are makes other people uncomfortable. So you bring yourself down. But can I tell you, doing so steals your identity. Silence steals your identity. Silence steals your identity because you start performing to be accepted. You start changing up who you are. And before long, you keep doing it, you keep doing it, you keep doing it, and you lose who you are. In fact, you begin to think that that other person, that performer, is really you. It's really you. Because silence steals our identity. The third thing is that silence takes your peace. I know we've been told that, just be quiet. Don't say nothing. Just keep the peace. Just keep the peace. At the same time while you are keeping the peace, you are losing your peace. You're losing PEACE and PIECE. Because what happens is you have something to say. You are hiding your true self, and it is an internal battle inside of you. It is eternal battle inside of you, and that unbroken pain, and that unspoken pain becomes internal chaos. You are wrestling going, as Paul said, there is a wrestling going on in your members or in your body because unspoken pain becomes internal chaos. And then it just begins to chip away at your worth. It begins to chip away at the totality of who you are and who you believe you are. And you start doubting yourself. I know I'm talking good. I know that I am. Even when you were silent and not talking back to me this morning. So there's a cost to all of this. And some of us have been paying the cost of silence for so long that we've forgotten what our real voices sound like. Oh yeah, you've been talking. I mean, not your audible, not the sound that comes from you. You know what that is. You can hear it. But is that your truth? Or are you playing a part that somebody else wants you to play? And while they may be okay with this pseudo you may be keeping the peace for them, but internally, there is nothing peaceful. Internally, there is nothing peaceful. And again, silence is a learned survival strategy. We didn't choose to be silent. We weren't born to be silent, but somewhere along the line, we were taught, we were trained to be silent. And again, I get it. What they were saying was don't bring, in order to protect yourself, don't bring attention to yourself. Right. And I understand it because historically, when our grandmothers and our mothers and our godmothers and our aunts were working in other people's homes, The man of the house often tried to have his way with her, if you got what I'm talking about. He took advantage of her. Come on. We have hips. We have at times, we're shapely. And so what our grandmothers and mothers and then told us to hide that, to keep that, don't bring attention to that. Why? Because they were trying to protect us. They were saying, just keep to yourself, just keep your mouth, just keep your mouth, don't say anything. And can I tell you, many times, even in trying to be safe, we lost who we were. So the survivor skill became a cage. Silence in households, don't question the elders. You can't question your mama. You can't question, the elders. Silence in churches where women were tolerated, but not listened to. Silence at work where our competence is always questioned. You can come to this table, but you cannot say anything. Silence may have protected you at some point, but then it became a cage. Then it became a cage. And so I just want to tell us this morning that the cost of silence is too high. And whether or not you know it, you've been paying it. You've been paying the cost. You've been paying it with your joy, paying it with your peace, paying it with your boundaries, with your identities, with your dreams. You've been paying the cost. And then I just have to ask the question, how is that working out for you? How is it working out for you? Listen, through my Unmute My Life challenge, I want to interrupt the patterns of this silence so that you can stop paying the price. In my Unmute My Life challenge, this is not a cute contest. It's not just another online event. It's not fluff. This is real work. This is real work for those who are ready to do something different, for those who are ready to reclaim your voice. During these 3 days, January 6th, 7th, and 8th, I've crafted this to help you recognize why you silence yourself in the first place. Why you silence yourself in the first place. What has this silence cost you? Where it shows up in your body. In other words, we're going to answer the 5 W's of who, what, when, where, and why. And how is this silence shaping the decisions you make? Who benefits? Who benefits when you are performing? Who benefits? Who loses? I can answer that right now. You are the one that's losing. You're the one that's losing. I want to tell you that you were never created for this silence. You were never created to be muted. God did not create you. Even those who cannot verbally speak do not have to live muted lives. Because it is not about what comes, the audible sound that comes out of your life, your mouth. It is about living your truth. Because your voice is your inheritance. Your voice is your boundary. Your voice is your liberation. If you're tired of paying the price, if this cost is too much for you, it's time that the best way I can say it, it's time that you do something about it. The price is too high. The link to your transformation is in this comment section. It's in the comment section, or it's right here. Go and register. Go and claim your seat. So in 2026, it'll be fixed. Listen, that's all I got. Like, share, and tag. Like, share, and tag. Like, share, and tag. May all be well. May all be well.